Hello, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's Mikey Seuss 4 channel. I'm here again on behalf of the Honest Movie Review Club on Facebook, run by Garen Lazar and myself, as well as a few other administrators. And we are now, today, we're going to give you the next review of a brand new movie that we just saw earlier this afternoon. It's the fifth installment in the Conjuring and Insidious. Uh, Actually, I'm sorry. It's the fifth installment of the Insidious uh, movies, which spawned from the Conjuring movies. And this one is called Insidious 3: The Red Door. Now, this is a direct sequel to the last movie they had back in 2013, which was Insidious. Yeah, it was I believe the second one. That's what they said, Insidious 2. And so this is basically Insidious 5. Like I said, it's the fifth installment. Lee Winnell, who wrote the story, and it's based on characters that he created, does a cameo. As Specs. Lynn Shay comes back as Elise for a brief moment. She's an angel in this. But the movie itself is focused mostly on the three main characters: Patrick Wilson, who plays Josh Lambert; Rose Byrne, who plays Renee Lambert; and of course Ty Simpkins, who comes back as Dalton Lambert when he was a younger kid who ended up in a coma, if you remember, in one of the Insidious films. But then he came out of it. He was in the coma for over a year, so nobody understood why. But of course, Josh and Renee and Dalton all know why. So, and what it says here, the basic plot is that Josh Lambert heads east to drop his son Dalton off at school. However, Dalton's college dream soon becomes a living nightmare when the repressed demons of his past suddenly return to haunt them both. So yeah, it was a decent, and there's Layla now. Yeah, yeah, it was a fairly decent film. There weren't as many jump scares. Barbara Hershey, who played Josh Lambert's mom in the film, of course, dies later because they go from after the events of where Dalton was in the coma and they got out of it. They go to 9 years later, according to the movie. And one of the new actresses, she's a black actress. Her name is Sinclair Daniel, and she plays Dalton Lambert's college roomie, who originally they share a room, and then she moves out and goes up to the top, the next floor up. So she's on the third floor, he's on the second floor. But it's a liberal arts school. Dalton's going to a place which, because he's such a talented artist, um, he's going to this school to attend and get taught by one of the best artists there, art teachers. So, but what we realize, oh hey, lurking, hi gorilla, as you fall asleep, yeah. So what we realize then is that Dalton is starting to have dreams again, and and you know what? We have to blame his art teacher, right? His art instructor, because she says to go further. The way she does art is you go further into yourself, and then whatever you see there, when you get down to the last possible moment, is to go ahead and draw out what you see. And prior to this, she had already kicked the student out because she saw his work and thought it was crap. I mean, this is really a uh, serious art instructor. She's very strict. And let's see. Okay, Juliana Davies comes back as Callie Lambert. The Foster Lambert is Andrew Astor. He comes back. And let's see. Huh, it doesn't tell me who plays the instructor. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, oh yes, oh, it does. I take that back. I'm sorry. Her name is Hayam Abbas. Okay, she spells it Abbass. She plays the art instructor. There we go. Okay, so I got most of the cast. I got pretty much all the cast. So the movie is okay. Not many. Like I said, there's not many jump scares, and I'm sad to admit it, but I actually fell asleep about halfway through. So, well, it was a long day, but a wonderful day with my wife. We had gone had breakfast in the morning, and then we were going to go and see the movie, which we did, and then we had a nice lunch afterwards, and then we came home. So yeah, it lasted about an hour and a half, I think it was, right, babe? Yeah, about an hour and a half. It was a nice movie, and like I said, it wasn't quite scary. It was mostly about the fact that Dalton's brain or his mind still was caught in the further, and he wasn't fully released from it, and neither was his dad, Josh. Uh, like I said, played by Patrick Wilson. So he and Dalton, his son, share a common bond. They both went into the further and tried to get out, and a couple times, and they did succeed. But the fact was, when before they tried to get out the first time, that's when Dalton went into a coma. And after he got through that, after a year, he woke up from it, didn't remember a thing. Said, I was out for a year. I didn't even realize it. Well, then 9 years later, now he's in college, and all of those repressed, uh, oh, hey, hi, Lemon Play. This was just a review. I waited till Gorilla and Resolute Turn were done so I could do this quick review. It's for my Honest Movie Club over in Facebook, where I'm giving a quick review of Insidious 3, The Red Door. I was going to tell people you probably should wait till it comes out on DVD and get all 5 of the movies. So so they might do a 6. We don't. Yeah, I might be roboting again. I know it happens. Anyway, so basically, I gave this movie 3 out of 5 stars, and I think I gave it a C plus. Yeah, it was between a B minus and a C plus. I think I gave it a C plus. Um, there are a few moments which are quite scary, I guess, but not for the times when they're talking most of the time. The dialogue, I think that might have been when I went to sleep for 10 minutes or so. But I did manage to catch the last parts of it, which were actually a little, yeah, they were a bit exciting. Like when Dalton goes and saves his son, basically, because they were estranged beforehand. You know, Josh is still divorced from his wife, Renee, and the kids, but he does manage to get to see them every once in a while. But the one person that meant the most to him to try to reach him was Dalton, and so basically, it's mostly about the relationship between a father and his son, and how they're able to cope with the traumatic events which went on in the previous Insidious movies. Um, chapter one, two, uh, or the original one, chapter two, chapter three, and then the last key, which was the last one that had Lynn Shay in it as Lise. But like I said, she makes the cameo in this film as an angel to try to guide Josh along to let him know that he did the right thing. He went back to save not only his son but himself. So yeah, it was pretty good. Um, Not a lot of people in there, but you gotta expect that. I mean, it's the fifth. It's the fifth movie of of five, and people got used to Insidious, for like the first couple films, and then they kind of just let it go by the wayside. But I have to say, each film has its own moments. This one too, but not not as many as you'd want. And we saw a future trailer for the Nun 2 that actually looked a lot more scarier. So so we're gonna wait for that one to come out. That'll be cool. So like I said, so I gave this a 3 out of 5 and a C+ grade. Now, if any of you in the Honest Movie Review Club, if you're diehard, I have to say this then. If you're diehard Insidious fans, then go see it because it just came out. So it should be fun. If you're like I said, if you're a really uh, true fan of the franchise. But if you're expecting a lot of scares in this thing, and maybe going home and having nightmares about it, don't worry, it won't happen. It won't happen. Trust me. Um, okay, so also, um, we got. I have a couple trailers I'm going to tell you guys about, and don't go see the movie, okay? Because on these trailers, because they're really, really bad. For example, Barbie, with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. My personal recommendation is don't go see it because it's not any fun at all. No. In fact, most people, well, I should say, most young ladies that grew up with Barbie as kids, probably wouldn't appreciate this one. And I mean that's just what I saw from the trailer. So, if you can imagine, seeing something that horrid from the trailer, then it might not be worth seeing the movie at all. So, it just gave you, I'm just giving you guys fair warning, just letting you know. Oppenheimer does look good. That was based on J. Robert Oppenheimer, who uh, founded and maintained the Manhattan Project to detonate the first two atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end the World War II there in Japan and save lives. Very devastating, but the account is supposed to be accurate according to records they found in the archives of the Oppenheimer family, their foundation. So it does look good. I like it. So yeah, that's coming up soon. And then one other trailer, uh, which we saw, was like I said, the Nun 2. We saw that. And that does look very scary, and so it might be worth something to see. So definitely check that one out. Oh, and then we saw the first trailer for Craven the Hunter from the MCU. And Craven the Hunter actually looks pretty good. Yeah, it does. It looks really good. And I think it might even be a hit. Most people aren't familiar with Craven the Hunter from the. Well, I think they know him from the comic books, um, obviously. But I don't think that they really really thought that they could make a film based on his exploits. And the trailer looks good from our view. So yeah, maybe check out Craven the Hunter when it comes out. I think that comes out in August. And Oppenheimer, I think, comes out in September. And then the last trailer I'm really worried about, but I hope to still see it because I'm a huge fan. Stallone and Arnold and Jason Statham. Even though Jet Li won't be back, Terry Crews I believe isn't back either. But Expendables 3, so that actually looks good. and I'm really looking forward to that one. But I am going to kind of grimace if like in the film, if I see Megan Fox prance around and pretend like she's going to fight with the team and everything else. I know I will. I'm just going to go boo, boo, get off the screen, Megan. You suck. Yeah, I'm afraid I might be doing that. So fair warning if you're in my area of Toronto when we go see it in September. But those are some of the trailers we saw and some of the recommendations I gave you just to let you know. And hope you guys get to see the rewind of Gorillas and Resolute Germs and you know the movie they did today, Glory, or earlier, uh, Glory. And don't forget the pop culture curator is back. He's going to be, I believe he's going to be doing his Lost in Space review tomorrow. And then also, he's going to be doing Mosquito on Tuesday. And this Sunday, or this past Sunday afternoon, there was no a question of Trek because apparently someone was unavailable. I got that from um, one of the people that runs it. So they said they'll go ahead and run that for sure next Sunday. So look forward to that. That comes out at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. And of course, Jet Nerdy will be back again on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Um, Gorilla and Pop will be together for the Lost in Space tomorrow, and I believe Mosquito. Also, check out my friend Pleasant Valley Picker, BVP. Um, Gorillas. Am I busy Thursday night? No, no, I'm not, sir. I've got a lot of free time. I have to wait after I do the stream, so but for not long though. I mean, just like a week or so, then I can do other streams. But yeah, for right now, this is pretty much the only stream I'm doing until till I do another one, till we see another film. So yeah, he's lurking. And hey, lemon pie, yes. And am I doing something Thursday? No, I'm available Thursday. So let me know, or put out the notification. I'll make sure I check you guys out on Thursday. Yeah, that'll be fun. So after I'm done with this review, I'll go ahead and post it on the Facebook website there for the club, so that they can hear about it and watch this so they can review it, and then go see the movie for yourselves. Like I said, Insidious 3: The Red Door. It's out there. And also one other movie I forgot to say was out there too was Into the Spider Verse. It's part two of their three-part chapters dealing with Miles Morales, who is Spider-Man in one universe, and he's gone back into the multiverse again. And part two is out there right now in the theaters. So if you're really into that, my wife and I really liked the first one. That was great. I mean, we're not big animation people, but we did like that one. So the second one's out there too. I think what we're gonna do is wait till the second and the third both show, and then when they're able to put all three together as a box set, we'll get them. So on DVD or Blu-ray. So that should be that should be something good to look forward to. Okay, you found the perfect selection to have me watch. Okay. Well, I'm curious. You know what? You can message me. You have my Facebook. We're friends there, and you can definitely message me and let me know what kind of movie it's going to be. But I bet you I'll probably still watch it, and I'll probably go, okay. I hate the style of animation. Well, it's supposed to be the most updated on that Into the Spider Verse Gorilla. So I mean, I've seen worse animation. If that means anything, I thought it was pretty decent. Like I said, we've only seen the first one. The second one's out now, but you know, we'll probably go check it out another time, or like I said, we'll probably wait till the other two, or the third one comes, and then you can put all three together. So yeah, I liked it. I mean, we liked it, but but again, yeah, I can understand. It's a show, but it's a surprise. Okay, what time Thursday night are you thinking of Eastern time? Which is fine, whatever time it is, but I just want to prepare myself. So yeah, let me know what time it would be. Unless you want to come up here, I can have you tell me here if you want. But it's a surprise. Okay. But well, just go ahead and give me a time frame. Let me know what time it will be, and I'll come by. Yes. So yeah, I'm still working on my StreamYard. Oh, okay. No, they tried transferring 60s comic book drawing to the big screen. It didn't work. It was stupid. I still thought it was okay. You know, we thought it was okay. And I'm sorry you didn't like it very much. But then again, most of these comic book movies, whether they're animated or not, uh, or live action or whatever, they're not doing so well. But maybe the trend will break soon. I hope. Like I said, Craven the Hunter's coming out in August next month, which is part of the Marvel universe. So you know maybe that one will succeed. Don't forget Deadpool 3 is coming out too, as Daniel just told us. That'll probably come out in the fall, later in the fall of this year, or maybe January of 2024. I'm not sure. I haven't. I need to do more research and find out what's going on with that too. So okay, so 8 o'clock on Thursday night. Okay. Yeah, the story was okay, but the animation style took me out of it. Yeah, no, you're right. I think that Suzanne and I mostly did enjoy the story, and some of the animation was okay. Uh, but yeah, some of it was probably funky, for when they did put it out the first time. So that could explain it. But otherwise, uh, I did enjoy. Like I said, um, I would just wait until you can get all five Insidious movies together. Like I said, again, uh, they call them Insidious, and then the first one's Insidious. The second one is Chapter One. Then there's Chapter Two. Then there's Chapter Three. Then they have the Last Key, and then the last one we just saw, which is Insidious 3, the Red Door. So yeah, five of them. So like I said, you have to be really diehard horror fans of not only the Insidious franchise, but also the Conjuring franchise to enjoy these kind of movies. And I will admit that we were kind of, we were let down a little bit, but it was okay. Like I said, overall, a decent horror film. It just didn't have a lot of the scares that we anticipated, and mostly dialogue. Anyway, um, well, that's gonna do it for me this evening because I just want to put this out. Honest Review Movie Club, and also here on YouTube. So my overall recommendation is, like I said, wait till it comes out. as a box set with the other Insidious movies. I'm not sure if they're going to do a sixth one yet, but they did leave it open for that possibility, so we'll see what happens with that. And of course, this was made just before the writer's strike, so we know there's a lot of movies that are still on the planning board or on the waiting table to be worked on again while that writer's strike is still going on. So I guess we'll just hope for the best and hopefully we can get some better writers and some great great movies and so forth. So there we go. I was trying to thing here. Okay, one next week, and brother, make sure you check out uh, some of Williams, Arizona, if you get a chance. It's a beautiful town. I hope you enjoy your stay there. Gets better, that you're able to get around and do stuff. And I hope that you enjoy the weather there because it's always good weather up there in Williams, Arizona. So, on that note, take care, everyone. Please take care of yourselves. And of course, God bless everyone. Good night.